Hi, everyone. Alright. Don't ask me what day it is. What time it is. Just bear with me for a minute. This week. Okay, so Monday I had no school for the kids. Tuesday I had 3 home because of the snow. Right? Yeah. Wednesday I had 2 home because they were sick with some stomach stuff going on. It was Wednesday, right? Okay. Thursday was their first day. They all 4 of them went to school, but I had to drive my oldest to school as well because he missed the bus. So today is Friday. So happy Friday and welcome to my channel. Imperfectly perfect. I know it's gonna look horrible because it's dark and I really don't give two crap about it. I am exhausted. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally drained. Remember yesterday, I actually put people clothes on. Well, that's what I call it, anyways. When I finally got up and put on jeans, and yes, that is me putting people clothes on. Not even real jeans. They're like those jeggings they sell that look like jeans, but they're really leggings. Um, and I remember putting on, I think I had boots, like regular boots, not like snow boots. A t-shirt and a cardigan. But this whole week has just been like an. The only way I can explain it is like mentally not here. So um, blackouts, I guess you can call them. Time lapse. Means people describe everything. There's like so many different names to everything. Sleep attacks and this and that. Um, so I'm just gonna tell you what's been happening, and you can go ahead and do your research on sleep attacks and blackouts and everything else that goes with narcolepsy, with cataplexy. I'm actually gonna see if I can actually post up a couple of useful links of information so you guys can make your own conclusion. But it's one of those. It's been just one of those weeks that I really dislike because I can't remember anything. I can't remember half the time like my freaking name and what it is that I'm supposed to do. Um, I'm sleeping through multiple alarms. So anybody that doesn't really know, um, so I have about God, like for the morning routine, I have probably like 4 or 5 different alarms, all with different ringtones, and they get changed every couple of weeks. I change the ringtones, um, the order, I change everything just because subconsciously, sorry, I guess we get used to like a sound or whatever. So I basically have to like frighten myself out of sleep, um, in order to get up in the morning if I manage to get some actual sleep. But this week has just been about just breathing and just trying to remind myself that, not every day, not every week is going to be okay. When I get like this, I try to accept it and just embrace it, like when I have better days. So I'm just flushed with emotions right now, I guess, because I'm so freaking exhausted. Yeah, I know some people say, "Oh, you're depressed." Yeah, I've been diagnosed with depression since I was 13, and I've done the medications, I've done the hospitalization, I've done everything in regards to that, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like it's like my heart wants to get up and wants to go start that laundry that I have downstairs, and wants to do all these things that I want to do. Like, it's Friday. It's Friday. So I want to get up. I want to clean. I want to do my laundry. I want to get everything set for the weekend. And, like, my heart is just like, come on, you can do this. And my brain is like, well, if you take like a nap for like an hour or two, we can physically gather the energy. And then my body was like, look, we don't even got the energy to freaking want to pee, get up to pee. So we're kind of like avoiding drinking water or anything. And I used to fight days like these because I didn't want, that's my dog moving. I didn't want people, I was afraid of the judgment from others. But what I've noticed that when I feel like this, when I just, all I want to do is be in bed, is that if I don't accept it and I don't do it, then it drags. So 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, weeks. Then the body ache starts, and I'll be with the leg and then an arm and then it's my lower body with my upper body, and then it starts to travel, and then it's like, I can't even open my eyes from the pressure in my head and all this other pain. So, you know, I just kind of trying to listen to my body, I guess. So I'm gonna stay here. Oh, yeah, I'm drinking water though, just not as much as I should. I'm gonna sip on my water. I'm gonna go back to sleep and see if I can wake up in between stages rather than right in the middle of a freaking dream. But um, unfortunately, there's a misconception that we need more sleep than normal people, which is really not true. We just need the same kind of quality of sleep that other people got, and that's what we lack. So I don't know if anybody's that doesn't have narcolepsy is familiar or has looked into like different sleep cycles and things like that. So we normally go through different stages during sleep, and we're supposed to spend a certain amount of time in each stage or whatever. It's just like they have like a ratio for like average or an average or whatever, but um every individual eventually finds out what they need. Based on my sleep studies, when I had them done, it was my average was I was asleep in 3 minutes, and in under 60 seconds of falling asleep, I was dreaming, and I just kind of stayed there. So they woke me up. So if I sleep 10 hours or 12, and I say when I wake up and I'm like I haven't slept, then it's because most of the time sleeping I spend dreaming. Sometimes I remember the dream, sometimes I don't. Um, I tend I tend to take naps. Usually I got to a point where I was taking, I think, like 3 hour naps, and I was able to get enough rest to function for, a full day or whatever. But that doesn't happen anymore. So, anyways, so when I have days that my body wants to sleep, I guess it's basically because it wants to kind of like recover itself. Because otherwise, I go weeks on end where I don't get like a full night's sleep. Essentially, I take naps in order to function. So what I've learned, and this is my personal opinion, and this is not anything to do with any. I really don't know if there's any studies or anything like that out there about it. But what I've learned for myself and what my body needs is um, the if I take longer naps, or if I plan on, like, let's say, like, get a full 8 hours of sleep, I cannot function I because since my brain naturally goes into REM so quickly, or dream stage, or whatever you want to call it, um, I don't rest. So what I usually do is um, I tend to take naps with music on, or like meditation. It, for some reason, whatever the reason, um, kind of my conscious brain and focusing on my subconscious brain works enough to kind of trick it for like 30 minutes to an hour, whatever, to where I can, and like I said, it took a while to get to that hour, and not always can I get to that 1 hour. And sometimes it doesn't even work. Like, sometimes my body's just like, no, you've been doing this for a couple of weeks, so now we're going to do what I want to do because we need to recover. Okay. And, I have to listen, because it's not just that, oh, I'm tired. It's like, no, everything hurts. I say even my hair hurts. It's another video that we have to make, because I know people are just like, oh my God, you have such beautiful hair. Yeah, but it's not beautiful. And when you spend so much time, like, washing your hair and taking care of it with all these natural stuff, and then you're sitting under freaking burning hot water 3 or 4 times a day because your brain feels like it's about to explode from how exhausting it is, it's not beautiful anymore. So you stand in front of a mirror one day and just, shave it off. Whatever. All right, anyways, I guess the point of this video is to just accept the really, really bad days and just embrace it.